Hey you guys, I sort of feel like I need to do a bit of a part 2 to the video that I just did about narcissist. I want to talk about this a little bit because sometimes, like when you go no contact, it gives you a chance to process it. It takes a little bit of time and you can see everything. You can look back and kind of go, oh, see it for what it really is. I want to give you a little bit of an example of something that is, I guess you could call it a kind of abuse. Now just not talking physical abuse. I'm talking along the lines of more the emotional, mental, psychological, spiritual kind of abuse. There are so many things that I've been able to look back on. And here's the thing you need to understand. Whatever environment you grew up in, even if it was bad, that was your normal. Okay, not saying it was right or that it was good or that you should have grown up that way. But everything that imprinted, instilled on you through your growing up, that was your normal. And I've seen it. I used to have a best friend who was not treated well at all by most people. And she would do everything, anything for them. I treated her well, and she treated me poorly. And I never understood it at the time. I was very young. I never understood it at the time, but now I realize for her, someone being nice to her, that was not in line with her normal. Which, when I think about it now, it makes me incredibly sad because nobody should have to grow up like that. But I hope you understand what I'm saying. Like, even if it was bad, how you grew up, that was your normal. That was what was instilled upon you about how things should be. So a lot of times later on, and if it was a bad experience, it's harder for you to have a healthy relationship. Because whatever your normal was, whatever you saw, good or bad, is sort of what you expect. And if you haven't been able to heal from whatever that was, whatever traumas, whatever, if you haven't been able to work through that stuff, it's going to be much, much, much harder for you to have a healthier and safe relationship. Sometimes you might not even know what to do with it. You're so confused because and it'll feel wrong. I've talked to people, but it'll feel, the relationship, even if it's like a really good relationship, they treat you really well, it'll feel wrong to you if that's not the model that you saw growing up. I hope that makes sense. Now, I'm going to give you an example, just this one example for now. I sort of look at it more like a sort of a controlling, abusive behavior, but it didn't occur until later. And it doesn't seem like a lot when you think, but when you really think about it, it's very manipulative. Okay, so here we go. You're at home. Okay, there's leftovers in the fridge. Okay. No one's spoken for them. Maybe they've been in there for a day or two. So you think, all right, no one else is having it, I'm going to eat it. No one said anything, they wanted it, whatever. And then, when you do, and this person, whomever that may be, notice it was gone, you might get a strip torn off you for it. Here's the kicker about that, though. That's only part of it. Here's part 2. There's leftovers in the fridge, whatever it is. And you specifically say, I want that. I'm going to eat it tomorrow. Right? Then said person eats it. So then naturally, you get a little upset because you were looking forward to having that when you go and get it out of the fridge. But then said person plays all innocent and cute, and then you're supposed to be just fine with it. That's not okay. Double standard for one. Disrespect, boundary. Yeah, I'd say, and even in a way, that's a boundary violation. But that's not okay. It's not a do as I say, not as I do. No, 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 no. No. That's not okay. But do you see what I mean when I say it's almost like a bit of a covert manipulation, control, abuse? It doesn't seem like an overly huge thing, but when you really think about it, it's not okay. It's not okay. But remember, just because if your upbringing, say whatever, as I said, whatever the pattern or the cycle was for your growing up, if it wasn't very good, you don't have to repeat it. You can change things. You can change things and you can make things better. You can. It is possible. Is it easy? No, it isn't. But you can. It doesn't have to be that way. We all deserve goodness. We all deserve kindness. We all deserve love and to be treated with respect. And that, as small or minor as that might seem to some, that is still also a form of lack of respect. Something to think about. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.